Welcome to Mart's Garage.
Hello, I'm investigating my misfiring problems, and I'm looking at this end of things to see whether there's a blockage in the fuel pickup. I've dismantled the rear spreader, took the lights off, well, let the lights just come down the side there, undone the tank bolts and slid the tank back, and I'm just about to take this unit out of here. Just disconnected that. I'm just about to undo those screws there. So let's see what we've got going on. That filter doesn't look too bad, to be honest. It appears to have a reasonable fuel level in it, so yeah, I'm just not sure really. But I wouldn't just mind a look in here to see what's going on. My other camera's on charge. Okay, I'll be back in a bit. Looking down there, and I can't see any bits or sediment or bits and pieces down there or anything that could cause a problem. Pardon me. And I've blown take this tube off and blown through it, and it's absolutely free. And I've blown through there, and that's absolutely free. So really I can't find anything wrong with this at all. I've straightened a kink out in that thing there, which will lengthen that, and I've slightly reshaped that so these can go in together now without having to be taken apart to get them out. So that can go in there now. That will go in. Kind of goes like that. So I think I have not found a problem here. The filter looks pretty clean. There isn't a lot of mess gone up into the filter. My problem appears to be elsewhere. This problem with the misfire appears to be elsewhere. Okay. I will put all this back together. I am continuing to investigate my misfire problems, and I'm kind of trying to exhaust the fuel side of things before I move on to the ignition. I disconnected this pipe, pointed this at the lid of a spray can, and even though when I moved that it didn't seem to be doing very much, I think it had actually stopped at the end of the stroke, so that you couldn't really generate any more stroke from that. When I cranked the engine over, it really squirted out very strongly from there. So I don't have any doubts about the fact that the fuel is being delivered okay to here. I've took the lid off the carburetor, and to be honest, everything doesn't look too bad down there. There's a tiny little bit of sediment, and there's some tiny little bits of metallic looking particles down there. I think I might just remove the body and blow out the jets. I might just do that. I can't really take those out with the dynamo still in place, with the generator still in place, so I think I will. This is a good camera, this is. I feel like I'm kind of, yeah, there's not going to be anything wrong with this carb. I could always just swap on a different carb. It might be easier to just swap on a different carb, and then, you know, if it suddenly drives fine, I can then investigate this carb. But to be honest, everything looks pretty good. Okay. Okay, I will decide what I'm going to do, and I'll bring you back when I've got something more to show. Cheers then. Just going back to a previous part of the job, but I have refitted the tank and the spreader bar. Put the lights back on, so they're all back in place. A little bit dark up this corner of the garage. It's dark outside now. So I'm hoping to address 2 or 3 issues. Another issue that I've got is the charging appears to be a little bit erratic. I might clean up this commutator or something. To be honest, I don't know what this generator is. It's just one that, it's the first one I've put my hands on. I don't know if it's one that I've already attempted to convert to 12 volts or not. I just don't know, to be honest. I see it's got so I'm using the camera as a torch, really, as a flashlight. I see it's got a circlip on there. Don't know what that means. It must tie it down to certain years, mustn't it? And the fact that it's got the facility to accommodate, you know, a fan mount there. Okay. Oops. Okay, righto. Bring you back when there's more to show. Hello. Right, I hope I've found what is the smoking gun. Can you see something in that jet? I don't know if the camera will cope with this. When I looked before, you could definitely see something in there, so that's good, because that would probably tell me why it wasn't able to run well at higher revs and wide open throttle. Okay, I will put that there, and I will look at the other one. My messy bench. The other one's still in there. I need the light. Okay. I don't know where my special tool is there I'm going to use. Okay, I'll bring you back when I've got more to show. Back in a bit. Right, this is the other jet, and I can't. Let's have a see if we can see. Get it just right. This one's clear, but I did see something in the other one. But I nonetheless, I'm going to blow some air through them, and okay, I'm going to blow some air through both of them and put them back in. I just thought I would show you these couple of tools that I made. This is an Allen bolt that I turned down, and I cut a piece of blade from a knife actually, and inserted that in there so it gives like a screwdriver tip, and that goes up the hole there, engages in the jet. It does engage, and and then you can tighten the jets up like that with that. It's a little bit tight on that one. And then this was like a joke hammer thing, and I cut and ground I cut off the one half of the handle and the hammer head, shortened the handle, and it's got this kind of thin, well, it's not thin, it's, you know, a blade that's cut to a certain thickness, but it's curved in that view there. It's curved there, you see that, and then that fits nicely into there for when you're tightening these up. So you can just start them off by hand, and then, or you know, just use a conventional screwdriver and then nip them up with that tool there. Just put that in there and turn it. Can't really do it because I need to hold it with my other hand, but you get the idea. Okay, righto. So I hope I wasn't kidding myself when I saw that bit of something in one of the jets, and the lighting ain't great in here, is it? There was a tiny little bit of sediment, but not too bad to be honest, considering it's a completely fresh car. Okay, righto, I'll assemble that up, and hopefully tomorrow I might be able to give it a run and see what's going on. Thanks a lot then, I'll catch you on the next one. Bye. I just wanted to point out a couple of things that I've done to this carb that make it easier to work on, in my opinion. One of them is to this carb, the carb bodies, the carb body, I've just taken the carb body off and worked on it, and I'm putting it back on now. The base remained on the car, so all the throttle linkage is still intact, and now I'm refitting the base. I'm just putting that in position on there, and the front screw has been replaced for a hex-headed bolt, so that will go up there now. That will go up there. I might have to just kind of move things around a little bit to get it aligned. There we go. So that will go in there now, and so that means that can be taken on and off easily. Without, you can't normally do that if you have to get a screwdriver on the end of it. I did quite a lot of work on this carb. You can see that I refaced this. I did it on my milling machine, and I refaced the top of the base and the bottom of the body as well. All well worthwhile. You know, you can do it by lapping, but it's not easy. You know, and having gone to the trouble and expense of getting a milling machine, you know, I will use it when I can. But I just wanted to show you those couple of little things there. That now, if you've got like a twin and triple setup, that modification there with the 1/4" bolt is a good one, because you can leave all your linkage set up and all the bases in place and just take the bodies off. And what I was just showing you there was to engage the little lever on the other side into the, I use the middle hole. I'm hoping this might work okay now, because I did see a little blockage in the jet. Okay, right, I'll continue to put it back together then, and I'll show you some more when there's more to show. Thanks a lot. I'll catch you later. Bye. Hello. When I drove my coupe, sorry, not my coupe, when I drove my sedan back from Prescott, when I got home I was boiling up. So I believe the radiator's lost quite a lot of water. And I just had an idea whereby I might be able to tell where the water level is now. Okay, just out of interest, how low has it gone? So what I've done, I've put a hose onto that drain tap there. So what I thought I would do is open the drain tap, and then open the drain tap, and then slowly lower the hose. Hang on, I'm trying to put this hose somewhere where it will stay up. Right, let's put that there. So that hose is there, right? So if I open this drain tap, which I can't do. So if I open this drain tap, which I believe, so if I open this drain tap, which I believe has to go that way. Right, okay, it might drip a bit from the connection there, but so that's open. Right. If I now lower this, at a certain point water will come out. Look how low it is. Ooh. Okay, so watch carefully. There, look, see. That is the water level. That's how low it was. But it kind of boiled up as it got here, so it wasn't quite that low as I was driving back, but it had lost a lot of water. Okay, so that is another thing that I need to be concerned about. Okay, let me tighten this up. Oops, let me just tighten that up so that's tight now. Okay, oops, a little bit of water there, won't matter. Okay, that was just a little idea that occurred to me to find out, well, where is the water level? You know, so I've got, and it was around about here, wasn't it? So it was barely just touching the pumps, to be honest. Bit worrying that. It means that all this area here would have been a bit dry. Okay. Right, okay, that's more things to think about and consider. More troubleshooting to do. Okay, righto. I'll bring you back when I've moved this one on a little bit. See you in a bit. Bye. Hello. I'm in the garage and I'm fitting some thermostats. If you look down there, I've put a thermostat down the hole, and this is a standard type thermostat, and I can't remember if I filed these down or not. I think there might have been a smaller diameter one. Can't remember where I got them from. And then what I've done, I've cut a piece of stainless steel tube which is down on top of the thermostat to hold it down. And then this piece of tubing, when it goes in, will go on top of the other piece of tubing and hold that down. This tube doesn't go as far down as where the thermostat is. So I'm hoping that will hold that in place and stop it from popping up. Okay. Now I can't see her. Can I see her? Yeah. Oh no. There isn't a jiggle hold, but can you see there? There is a like an intended dent in the ceiling face. So that is the jiggle hole in effect. And as these are fitted horizontally, there's no sort of orientation for them because they go like that. Okay, I'll get this back together then, and I'll do the other side, and then hopefully when I get it running again, these will help to regulate the flow. I'm trying to attempt to prevent a loss of water situation. Now I fitted this cap because I wanted to run non-pressurized. I fitted this cap, but I think the problem is that the water can just go straight down there. There's nothing stopping it from going down there, with it all rushing around so much, you know, because there's so much water gushing around with the thermostats removed. So what I've done, I've ordered a £4 cap to go there. I'm going to get a £4 cap to go there. And the very first time I ran this, I had a £15 cap in it, so I know it can withstand the pressure. So I will put a £4 cap in there, and you know, with the thermostats, let's see how it goes. Other than that, I will make some sort of a catch tank and try and instigate some sort of a coolant recovery system. So that's all fun projects to come if this doesn't do the trick as it is. I showed you earlier what I did to find out where the water level is, and the water is actually right down around about here. That was a good little trick, that was, because what it meant I could just take these top hoses off without fear of water coming out. So that's a good trick. Put a hose onto there, bring it up, and then slowly lower it down until you can see the water level, and then you know where your water is. Okay, enough waffle, let's get it put back together. Hello, I'll just knock the fan off for a minute. Hello, I've just been on a test drive. And the motor's running back on song again. It's running strong. It pulls hard at wide open throttle, so that's good. I've topped up the water and put another cap on it. It's a bit high pressure, this one, 13 psi. Ignore that water on the floor, that was from when I filled it. And I put like a catch can bottle there, just slipped in the end of there. It's only a small one, but I thought I'd put that there. But there's nothing in there, and everything's alright. And I'll turn it off now because I don't want it to boil up. Very low oil pressure. It's just over 170 degrees, so that's okay. So I'll turn it off. Fuel gauge still working, look. There we are. Okay. Oh. So that little speck of debris, whatever it was in the jet, was the problem. So yeah, pretty good, to be honest. It's got oil pressure when it's running along. The temperature was a bit low, to be honest, because I've got those thermostats in now. I thought it might be higher than that, but you know, hey ho. It was only like a 15-minute run really, so it should have been long enough to get it up to temperature. Okay, so yeah, hopefully, fingers crossed, you know, a successful troubleshoot exercise and repair. Not a repair as such, you know, but locating the problem and taking it out of the equation. Okay, thank you very much for following along. The car's running well now. I'm not sure about that charging issue. I don't know. That I'm going to continue to monitor that. Okay. Thanks very much for following along then. Take care and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.